What is going on, YouTube? We are here again with some more USFA action. That's the United Sim Football Association. And it's time to get it cracking once again. We're here in week number 3. A lot of fun games so far this season. We are 10 down and we still have a lot to go, but make sure you like and subscribe. Don't miss any of the content out. We're getting the shorts out. We're getting the highlight reels. We got the homies at the USFA PN that's doing the podcasting. We got players doing podcasts. All we need is your love and support to keep it moving. But we gotta see what happens in this ball game here. Should be a fun ride for sure. Huntington Beach at Anchorage. We're back in the Western Conference to start this one off. Start off week number 3. Huntington Beach, they're coming out as one of the favorites up to this point of the season to win it the West. Not sure about the actual United Bowl, but up to this point, they've been balling. They've scored 30 points in both of their last games. They're trying to do it again today on the road, but the Anchorage Snow Devils, they have a rare chance here. If they could upset Huntington Beach today, they could find themselves in one of the top spots and potentially do some big things. You never know. They did sign some players, so we'll be seeing a few debuts. We'll see a few players that wasn't signed in the beginning of the season, but they got signed back. They're starting to round it about a little bit, you know what I'm saying? So watch out for this game. This is going to be a fun ride. Make sure you like and subscribe. Do what you need to do to get on the field. Show some love to all of our various affiliates. We'll go about them around halftime. We'll talk about the players and all the good stuff. But before we do that, we got to check this Brandon out, get this game started. Best of luck to both teams here and the teams in the rest of the week. I'll see you on the other side. Stay tuned. Let's go ahead and get a pop in. We are going to go ahead and flick over to, we are underway in Anchorage. And I'll go ahead and flip that sound on for you so you can hear what's happening. But it looks like Huntington Beach will start us off with the football here today. Huntington Beach will be in the white and dark blue. And the homies in Anchorage will be in the light blue, as that's almost picked. Yes, it is picked. First play is going to be going the other way. That's head Darian dragged down on the first play, and that is a snipe there. Oh my goodness, we're going crazy in week 3. Making the handoff. Here comes Dane Jones. Close middle field and can't hang on. I don't know if I got that last clip. I hope I did. Actually, I don't think I did. Did I? Actually, I did not. I'll get the clip afterwards though. It's fine. But what a play here. Anchorage is already in some good field position to get something started. We talked about it. Anchorage coming out, potentially upsetting, and they're starting it off with the big play. Here comes Dane Jones, middle of the field, and caught in a short gain there to who I believe is Anthony Delano. It's going to be a gain of 4. 3rd of 6 coming up. Wow, we're starting it big here in week 3. You know what I'm saying? Great job there by the Anchorage defense. Head Darian getting his first interception of the season. And it's going to be a 3rd down coming, looking for a man. The pass rush is coming. He just throws this one away. And we were going to see if that pass rush was going to be coming effective here in the 3rd straight game. And up to that point, they made the play they were supposed to. They hold them to a field goal attempt. Right down the middle, a little short of 50 yards here. Should be a fairly easy one from veteran Brent Skoma. Kick is up. It's going straight enough, but not straight enough. That's going to be a doink off the right uprights, and the interception becomes fruitless. here for Anchorage is going to be 1st and 10 coming up for Huntington Beach. Interesting set here. See if Action Jackson Jr. can wrangle it down a little bit after that first play. Gonna go ahead and pass it again. He doesn't care, and that's going to be another almost interception. No completions yet for this Huntington Beach team to start this one off. The 2nd and 10. Bad decision so far here on the road for the young quarterback in his 2nd year. Anchorage ain't playing games though. Gonna be looking for a man. Going to try it right side. Turning up the field is up to no good to get some yards. The first completion of the day for Huntington Beach is going to be 3rd and 4 coming up. Nice job here. Anchorage has a chance to get off the field. Hope you're having a blessed Thursday. Let's get into a quick pitch left side, and nice defense again here by this Anchorage cornerback. That time it was on the other side. It's going to be 4th and 4. I'd expect the punt team to come up here. So far, Anchorage is doing what they're supposed to do. Sending this one away deep to the middle. It is going to bounce around the 5, but it bounces inside the end zone for a touchback. And we'll see Dane Jones once again here on offense. Slow start for both of these teams offensively, but we'll see if Anchorage can bounce back. We'll talk about the players on these teams in a little bit. Game just getting kick started. Make sure you bring your popcorn. I bought a couple boxes. I ain't gonna lie to you. Phenom Chisholm almost called for the offsides, not to be quick pitch, and he almost threw it straight to Trey Glock, who already has a couple of fumble recoveries. I bet he wish he had that one back. He could have picked that one off, got it back for his team, but nonetheless, it'll be 2nd and 10. Ten total yards so far between these two teams, and 3 drives already. They're going to be passing it again as Dane Jones. Going to throw it short to Jacob Cool Beans, who gets wrangled down quickly by X-Pac. Going to be 3rd and 6 coming up. Gonna be passing it again, looking for a man middle field and caught. Turning up the field is Jacob Cool Beans out the backfield. And that's gonna help Anchorage move the sticks. 1st and 10 Snow Devils. Nice tackle there by Ethan McWells. Had a 2 interception ball game to start out the season. Came out with 6 tackles, I believe, last week. And going to pass it again left side and some coverage, and that's going to be no good there. Great coverage. Going to set up 2nd and 10. Sam dropped back and looking and going to make the catch. Pushing forward for some yards is a homie Wyatt Harris. A gain of 9. Now pushing forward for a little bit. 3rd and 1. See what the homies in Anchorage can do as they push into Huntington Beach territory for the 2nd time today. They didn't drive into it, but they did get the defensive stop. They're going to go ahead with the quarterback power, pushing forward, and he's going to get it. He only needed 1, and that's enough for the 1st. Great job by Dane. Got the blockers just enough in front, just so we could keep the drive alive. Anchorage is a fan favorite team, especially with their star running back Jacob Cool Beans. Dane Jones, a quarterback. And they're going to go ahead and hand this one off. Look for a crease. There's a flag on the play, though, so this should be coming back. And yes, it is. Herrick Denry in his first game here in Anchorage this season. It's going to make it 1st and 18 now. Go show that quarterback power one more time. Now I'm trying to tell everybody, if you got a quarterback, improve your speed, man. It's not just about passing in the game of football. Sometimes you got to make plays with your legs and to get away from the rush. They're going to go ahead and hand it off to Jacob Cool Beans, but this time Huntington Beach is ready for it. Gets him down at midfield. A gain of 3 for his first touch on the ground. Going to step back short, right side. It is going to be caught by Freddie Roberts, tackled out of bounds. Great coverage there by Dexter Jackson, the veteran. It's going to be a 3rd and long situation here. Huntington Beach has been feasting in situations like this all season long for what we've seen. With those wildly speedy safeties and corners, Anchorage can't mess around. They're going to pass it here, deep drop back, looking for a pass, middle of the field, and caught, but wrangled down quickly by Kyshawn Williams, the corner. It's going to be 4th and 6 coming up. Should be expecting a punt here. Don't think it'll be pretty wise for a field goal. Hope everyone's having a great day. We got a game later on tonight as well, so make sure you watch out for that one. Going to be New York and Tacoma, Eastern versus Western matchup, as that one goes into the end zone for a touchback. It's going to be 1st and 10 coming up here for Huntington Beach. Now let's go ahead and talk about these rosters real quick. I haven't brought them up yet, but I could do it now. I got some time for you. Know what I'm saying? Let me go ahead and let it load up for me. But until then, we'll hear the sound. Let's go ahead and do it. Now, Huntington Beach haven't found their footing on offense quite yet, but this is a perfect drive to do so. They'll try Levante Lewis on the ground and gets around 4. There it goes. Finally loaded up. Thank you, sir. Now, quarterback will be Action Jackson Jr. in the 2nd year, like I mentioned earlier. Halfbacks will be Levante Lewis and up to no good. Wide receivers, they have Vernon Mills, Matt Grigsby, JoJo Tidwell Jr., and Moldy Cheese. As we see the pass here, looking for a man, middle of field, and deflected again by this Anchorage defense. Only one completed pass, and that was out the backfield. But tight ends will be Jeff Brown and Ty White. Kicker / punter, Felix Dedachon. And another 3rd down situation coming up. Huntington Beach needs some momentum on offense. We've seen one of their mess ups this season is that they normally start pretty slow, but they're trying to pick it up here. That's going to help out a pass out the backfield to Levante Lewis, and that's going to give them the 1st down play. Now for Anchorage's defense, we could talk about it. I got some time, you know. There you go. So defensive tackle, they only have one. That's Robert Crone. Linebackers will be Jessica Navarro, Mike McAvoy, and Oliver Prince. Signing back to the team. Going to motion out Vernon Mills, and they're going to pitch to the right side. There goes a homie Upton, and he's going to find a little bit of a crease to get 5. Oliver Prince, he was here last season, and he signed right back to the team that he was with. Good job. Christo Rendor, Lacey Woodson, and Dash Slay will be part of the secondary here. Signing Christo Rendor back, and Head Darian, the interception person you seen on the first play. That's going to round out the secondary. Here comes another pass, middle of the field, and throws it straight to a man. And luckily for Huntington Beach, that wasn't picked off again. The passing attack inconsistent, and almost bounced right back to Vernon Mills. So that could have been a little crazy, but it's 3rd and 5 here. First quarter, 3 minutes, 51 seconds. Huntington Beach needs to get to the 46 to keep the drive alive. They're going to send JoJo on the motion here, looking for a man to throw to. Left side and caught. There goes Matt Griggs being dragged down by the shoelaces. 1st and 10 coming up here for Huntington Beach. They're on the move. Good job there by the 2nd-year wide receiver Grigsby, getting around that lineman too, to make sure that the drive continues. And now they're in the Anchorage territory for the first time, looking for a play. They're going to hand it off, looking for a crease, and rushing through a few defenders is Upton. I believe up to this point, he's either in 1st place or 2nd place. As right now, he's in 1st place going into week 2. But I think one more player, that's Namie McNamerson, may take the lead from him after his great game. So we'll see how it rounds up. We should have the stats finished up for week 2 by this week. Middle field and incomplete. Overthrowing Jeff Brown. Gonna be 3rd and 2. Three wide receivers, 1 tight end here for Huntington Beach, looking for the play. Left side and once again deflected, and action rushed that one. Seeing the little shades of what we've seen last season from him, just rushing the play, not letting it develop, looking through the progressions. But it's going to be 4th and 2, but to keep their offense on the field. They elect to go for the punt team. But will we see a little bit of a fake again? Yes, we will. We're going to go past. Left side and gonna be dropped. Had the man, but could not hang on. And that is going to be a turnover on downs. You hate to see it. And just like that, Anchorage is back onto the field on offense. Speaking of their offense, quarterback will be Dane Jones. Halfbacks will be Herrick Dennery, Jacob Cool Beans, and Freddie Roberts. Is going past the right side, is going to be caught and hit immediately by Dexter Jackson, the veteran. A gain of 3 on that one. Wide receivers will be Anthony Delano and Chris McKinley. Wide receivers, that's the wide receivers there. Tight end will be Wyatt Harris. Kicker / punter will be Brent Skoma. As we set up 2nd and 7. No scores up to this point. Anchorage, a slight bit of momentum here. Looking left side, it's going to be caught in traffic. There goes Blaze Henderson with the play. McKinley makes the catch. It's going to be 3rd and 2. Now for the defense here for Huntington Beach, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it real quick. Defensive line, they have Terrence Goldsberry, Thomas Noble, Bronky Kong, and Phenom Chisholm. As they go ahead and hand it off to Jacob Cool Beans, and he's tripped up. He trips up against his own lineman. That play looked all kinds of crazy, but Phenom Chisholm was there to tap him down. It's going to be 4th and 1 here. And it looks like we're back on the punt team. And they're going to send it away to Brent Skoma. That's going to the left side. And they're going to be down inside the 5, rolling to the 3. And that's exactly what Anchorage needed as the first quarter is getting close to winding down. Huntington Beach is going to have a long road ahead of them. Let's see what Huntington Beach could do after another stop. And they're going to go ahead and pitch it to the left side, looking for blockers, then chop down in the backfield. That's a loss of 1. Great job off the block to make the play by Rendor. He was signed back to the team for a reason. 2nd and 10. First quarter winding down. And they are going to hand, that's just a fake, looking for a man and launching this one left side. And going to be deflected and almost picked off to close out quarter number 1. And that was a real big play there. You love to see the defense rolling, but now we're going the other way. 3rd and 10 coming. And they are going to pass it again, looking for a man. in the pocket and good sack for the safety. Anchorage, they're gonna take the lead and get the ball back. Robert Crone, show me how you do it. And this Anchorage defense is turned up. And they're gonna get this football back to start the second. I did say in the beginning, this is gonna be an interesting matchup here, especially on the road here for Huntington Beach. They won the game on the road this season, but going to be an interesting setup here in this ball game. Down 2-0. Going to be sending this return, a cutback, but nice coverage there by number 57. I believe that's a bot. It's going to be 1st and 10 coming up here for the homies in Anchorage. First safety of the season goes to Anchorage as we see the pass rush is trying to get home. Left side is going to be dropped. Couldn't quite tell who that was. Number 26. Not to be there for Anchorage. It's going to be 2nd and 10. And yes, 26 is Freddie Roberts there. Huntington Beach trying to go 3-0 on the season. They're going to send a man in motion, faking the handoff. Going to look to pass this to the left side, chase down, trying to get the first is Jacob Cool Beans. A solid gain there. Going to make it 3rd and 4 coming. All could be forgiven here from this Huntington Beach team if they could get the ball back and start moving the ball on offense, but they got to make the play here in order to do that. They're going to send Delano in motion, looking for a man. On the rush and overthrows Delano going to the left side. And it's going to be 4th and 14 now. I mean 4th and 4, my bad. I said 4th and 14. But regardless of that, we'll see how the homies at Huntington Beach can bounce back. The first quarter definitely didn't go the way they wanted to. They had good plays in spurts, but you want to see if you can get your playmakers involved here in this one. Looking for the return is X-Pac. He's got a lot of speed, and he does get close to the 30. So that'll definitely help him out a little bit. It's 1st and 10 here for the Voyagers, trying to go to 3-0. The second quarter here, 11 minutes left. We've seen a few teams almost break a punt return for a touchdown, but got stopped. Look for a deep drop back. Look for the screen. It's going to be caught, dragged down, and taken. Actually bounced off of one man, but he does get close to the line of scrimmage after that play. Looked like he ran into his own man, but it's a loss of 1. And it looked like he had a little bit of coverage, but good job by that defensive lineman to get back out there after recognizing the play. That's play recognition for you. Got to make sure you keep updated so you can do what you need to do. Looking for a man, right side, and caught. There goes Upton, looking for a man. Runs through, tries to stay on his feet, but he does get the first down on top of it. It's going to be 1st and 10 here for Huntington Beach as they get close to the midfield. Only 39 total yards here on offense here for this Huntington Beach team. And they're going to keep it on the ground, looking right side. Sheds off one man, pushing forward, and gets close to a first down with that play. And there goes Upton. He's starting to cook a little bit as they move into Anchorage territory. I believe this is the second time they've done this, but I don't think they've gotten closer to the 30-yard line. This is where they got to start moving the ball methodically down the field. Maybe this is where the run game starts helping them out a little bit. Almost got a man offsides, not to be, but it is going to be a first down thanks to the legs of Levante Lewis, and that will make it 1st and 10. Oliver Prince with his 4th tackle already. $20 plays, 14 of them are passes. And this will be a pass as well off the play action left side, and a dot to the homie Matt Grigsby, number 13. His second catch of the game is a good one, and that's going to move him inside the 25. Nice stop. Beat his man cold right there. And now Huntington Beach is in range to at least take the lead via the field goal, but I'm sure they're looking for 6+1. You know, that's my saying. 8 seconds on the play clock. They hike it now, looking, drop back, taking off to run, avoids the sack, looking to get the first by his legs. I'm going to do that pass to 10. Going to slide and fumbles the football, and it goes into the end zone. And that is a touchback, and everything is going bad here for Huntington Beach. He tried to slide, but Head Darian makes the play. What a defensive stop. And that was really close to going out of bounds at the 1, but it rolled straight instead of to the side. And that is a stop. Huntington Beach, the offense looked like it was clicking, but it did not work out in their favor. And there's a flag on top of this one for Anchorage, so they got to back up a little bit. They got to take it to the 10. Wow, that's tough. And that's where the awareness starts to pick up too. You slide a little bit earlier, and he actually had the play. He just needed to make sure that he held on to the football. But Head Darian, he already has the interception. I think he has a forced fumble on top of it. Gonna be passing it again, looking for a man to throw to on the rush. Right side and dropped and almost picked off as well. Number 20 was right there, Trey Glock. He's trying to get something for his team. I think he just needs to get he wants to get his offense rolling. It was making some moves, but one play is all it takes. 2nd and 20. But this is a good position here for this Huntington Beach defense. A long second down coming. They're going to send 4. Not getting home yet. Middle field and caught, turning up, and he's going to get some of those yards back. A great gain. A gain of 15. Going to make it 3rd and 5 now. So far, the O-line has been holding up. There's 20 plays for Anchorage, but 17 of them have been passes. Going to send JCB in motion. And they send 4 once again. That Dane doesn't get home, and it's a first down. Passing that one to Delano, getting to the 40. There's going to be 1st and 10 coming up. Passing it quick to the right side. No one's home. A rush pass on that one. 2nd and 10 coming. 6.5 minutes left in the second. We only have a 2-0 score here. Neither offense has found the end zone nor a field goal, but it's Anchorage that's in the lead, so I'm sure they'll take it, but they really can't slack. Going to be handing this one off. Trying to cut back as JCB, but the Huntington Beach defense, they don't have time for that. It's going to be 3rd and 10. Next to Jackson will tackle number 2. And once again, Huntington Beach is in a position to get off of the field here. The best thing for Huntington Beach is their defense. From what we've seen this season, I believe they lead the league in turnovers. So going to look middle field and caught, and pushing forward is Wyatt Harris. That's going to be a bucket for the first. The quick slant route caught Huntington Beach slipping, and he just pushed forward as best he could. X-Pac tried his best to slow him down, but he was running like a freight train as they move into Huntington Beach territory, trying to extend this lead. 5 minutes left in the second, faking it to the homie, looking for a man, throws on the run and just throws this one away. Nothing happening there. Only 100 yards passing here for Dane Jones, so that speaks to the defense here for Huntington Beach too. But they got to get the stops as well. No sacks, no interceptions, no fumbles. Right now they're losing the turnover battle, which isn't helping their cause. But Anchorage is trying to do the unthinkable at home. They're going to send Wyatt Harris on the motion. And they're going to fake the handoff, looking for a man. Beautiful blocking, left side, and deflected by, I believe, Tom Creek Jr. in coverage. It's going to be 3rd and 10. And I don't even think I brought up the Huntington Beach defense. I don't think I finished it. But defensive line would be Terrence Goldsberry, Thomas Noble, Gronky Kong, and Phenom Chisholm. Linebackers would be Dexter Jackson, Cliff Fallon, and Blaze Henderson. As we see 3rd and 10, looking for the pass, a deep drop back, taking off the run and gets that. Terrence Goldsberry bringing home the gold, giving Huntington Beach another shot on offense. And we was waiting to see if that pass rush was going to get home. Now it's starting to make a little bit of an impact. Now to finish off the defense here for Huntington Beach, they got X-Pac, Kyshawn Williams, Ethan McWells, Trey Glock, and Tom Creek Jr. to round off the secondary. Looking to bounce. They're bouncing and it rolls slow into the end zone. Almost got caught by that rusher there, but it's going to be 1st and 10 coming up. This could be a solid chance for Huntington Beach to do something, because they'll have to give the ball back to Anchorage. If they could score in these 4 minutes and 21 seconds, it could put a little bit of pressure here on this Anchorage team. They're going to be a drop back, look for a screen, and it's going to be a great defensive play there. Ed Darian, he is on a mission, and it's going to be a 2nd and 16 setup here. Ed Darian, he's been all over. He's got interception, he's got some tackles for loss. And that's what happens when you upgrade your players, folks. You got to get better to make the plays. 2nd and 16. They're going to try to hand off to get some yards there, get some of those yards back. There's going to be 3rd and 11 coming. Offense has not been pretty. 3rd down and 11. Wide receivers all up the top of your screen, but there is one down at the bottom. If you can see him, I believe that's Vernon Mills looking for a man. Right side is going to be caught, but he's a little short, gets pushed backwards, and it's going to be 4th and 1 coming up. And that is going to be another stop from this Anchorage defense, who's playing very well. And he looked like he was actually going to get it, but he could not push his body forward. And now Huntington Beach is going to have to send it back, looking for the great punt from Felix. Deep to the right side of the field, looking to take off and get tackled down at the 30. And it's going to be 1st and 10 coming up here for this Anchorage offense. Gonna be passing it quick to the middle and caught, almost caught, but tackle right before he could secure the catch. It's gonna be 2nd and 10 coming. Got to upgrade those catching attributes, you know? Gonna be passing it again, looking for a man. The pocket's solid, but the rush is coming, and he gets the pass off barely. Trying to give it to JCB, but Phenom Chisholm, he was starting to wake up a little bit. It's gonna be a 3rd and long situation coming. So I figured out within the game, anything from 3 yards towards the 1st down, that's short. 4 to 8, that's medium. Anything past 8, that's a long situation. You know what I'm saying? Going to take off the run, but go. They get into that quarterback. Now it's going to be 4th and 18. And a great pass rush. They needed it. As we take that one to the 2-minute warning here. Great job by this pass rush. They're giving their offense yet another opportunity to do something. And honestly, that favors Huntington Beach because, in my personal opinion, Huntington Beach has the more talent-filled offense. They have pretty much a piece everywhere. The quarterback, they could be a little bit spotty, even though he's had a pretty solid year up to this point. The game up to right now, it could have been a little better, but you never know what can happen, and that's going to be a nice hit, nice coverage. from this Anchorage team. And we'll see if Huntington Beach will have the ability to potentially take this lead before the half. Because even if Huntington Beach hasn't scored a touchdown or a field goal, the same could be said for Anchorage. Even though they're in the lead, you don't want to give Huntington Beach or any team within the USFA any chances if you can help it. Looking for a man, takes off to run, throws that one away. Action Jackson Jr. looking for the slant route, but covered pretty well, if I do say so myself. 14 yards away from getting to at least midfield. And they need to get past the 46 to get a first down. Going to pass it again, looking, standing left side and caught, turning it up. And he's going to get tackled down short of the mark. Right at 50% passing is Action Jackson Jr. There's going to be 3rd and 1 coming. Going to be passing it again, looking short, and going to be throwing another pick. It's going to be turning it up past the 40, and he overthrew the crossing man, and Oliver Prince comes through in the clutch. Is not looking good. At least not for the Huntington Beach team. They're going to pass it, looking for a man. The pass rush trying to get home. Deep right side and a broken coverage. Xbox gets burnt through a crisp touchdown. Anchorage. A bucket will give Anchorage their first touchdown of the game. Chris McKinley, he was not playing games. He beat the season 7 cornerback of the year. That's crazy. And they have themselves a potential 2-possession lead if they could knock down this extra point. Gonna kick this one, and it is going to get doinked off, so we still have ourselves a 1-possession ball game. Brent Skoma couldn't complete the deal. Huntington Beach still well in this ball game, but that was right off of the interception. Dane Jones launched that one like a madman, and we have ourselves an 8-0 ball game here, folks. Anchorage playing out of their mind right now. A rare broken coverage here from the Huntington Beach secondary. That's going to be costly. Let's see how they respond with these final 1 minute, with this final minute and 11 seconds. Make sure you like and subscribe. I'm trying to tell you, this league is crazy. You never know what can happen each and every game. As we see the return, nope, we're going to go ahead and see a kneel down. They're going to start at the 25. Now, best case scenario for Huntington Beach, get the score, get a field goal or a touchdown, whichever one comes first. See if you can do it within this minute. Take it to the second half, build on that, and then see if you can get the job done. And in regards to Anchorage, keep the defense on their toes. Make sure that Action Jackson Jr. has all the pressure, looking left side and overthrows everybody. It's going to be 2nd and 10. .30 plays, 21 of them are passes. And they are going to hand it off here. There goes Levante Lewis for a big game, almost to the 40-yard line. That's definitely going to help him out. It's going to be 1st and 10 coming up here. The game of football is all about capitalizing on your opponent's mistakes. And up to this point, Anchorage, they got the interception, they got the touchdown. They got the pin. They caught him slacking for a safety, and it's going to get hit in the backfield. They tried the screen again, and Robert Crone is in his bag. 36 seconds, calling the timeout. And this is getting crazy here, looking real nice here for this Anchorage team. 2nd and 16. Looking for a play. Gonna be passing it. Left side and caught. There goes Grigsby again. Pushing forward, gets to midfield, calling their second timeout. That's definitely going to help them out a little bit. 3 catches, 50 yards so far in the day for Grigsby. No looks so far for Vernon Mills. That believe they tried them deep one time, but Anchorage was 100% ready on that play. It's going to be 1st and 10 coming up here. They need to get at least to the 35 for some decent field goal range. They only have 1 timeout, so they can't waste too much time. Looking for a man to throw it to on the run, trying to take off and throws it away. And that was a really good play there by the quarterback, avoiding the sack, keeping the clock on your side. It's going to be a 2nd and 10 situation. And Anchorage is looking real nice on defense, folks. Down 8-0. There are a lot worse situations than this. And they're looking to trying to change the narrative here. Looking deep left side this time around and overthrows Vernon Mills. And it was out of bounds, not accurate. That's where the throw and the pressure attribute comes through. And this one is 3rd and 10 coming. And he had him beat too. But it's going to be 3rd and 10. They need something going on this play. Going to be passing it again, looking for a man on the run and throws it away again and had a man open. The pressure's too strong here. I'm not even going to lie to you. 4th and 10 coming up here, and Anchorage essentially played a perfect half outside of scoring multiple touchdowns. Going to see the punt team here. Felix de la Chone, at least trying to get him pinned up, and that does help, but the bounce was off. Did not bounce the way he wanted to on that one, but it's going to be 1st and 10 coming. Here comes the final 6 seconds of the first half. A lot of passing on both sides, a lot of incompletions. And it looks like they're just going to kneel it out. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. You did well in this game so far, but now it's time to close it out if you're Anchorage. Huntington Beach, they'll have another opportunity, but for right now, this is Anchorage Town right now as we see Felix send this one away for quarter number 3. And this one goes into the end zone for a touchback. Let's go ahead and get it on. It's 1st and 10 coming up here for the homies in Anchorage, who has an 8-point lead. They're going to send a man in motion here, looking for a man. Quick pitch left side is going to be caught, but the homie Blaze Henderson was right on top of that. It's going to be 2nd and 11 coming. Second and 11. They're going to hand it off this time. There goes JCB, but Mr. Noble says no to that play. A gain of 3. 3rd and 8 coming up. Huntington Beach, they've shown abilities to move down the field. It's just punching it in. So if they could get the stop, that could help. Looking to pass it, taking off, but Wyatt Harris gets stopped short. Not to be, is going to be 4th and 1. The defense does make the play just to get him off the field right on time. Punt team is here. Sending this one away. Looks like it's going to the right side. You know, line drive there for X-Pac. A short gain is going to be 1st and 10 coming up. Let's see what the Voyagers can do to switch it up a little bit. Two tight ends set here. Going to send Vernon Mills in motion. And they are going to hand it off. Look for creases up then. He's going to get a solid gain there to start out this drive. A gain of 7. Now, Huntington Beach, they've shown the ability to run the football. Maybe that's something they can lean on a little bit more. The defensive line is what I would consider a weakness of this Anchorage team. So why not try to target it a little bit more? And they're going to try it again, but this time Anchorage says there ain't no weakness. Great outside coverage there. That's going to be Mike McAvoy there, the rookie making plays. It's going to be 3rd and 6. Three wide receivers got the tight end out as well. They're going to be a short drop back looking screen. Going to get it out to Lewis. Going to turn up for the first down and a little bit more past midfield and drag down from the back. I believe that's Lacey Woodson there with the tackle, but nonetheless, that's 1st and 10 movement there for Huntington Beach. That could have been really bad there. All things considered, it did work out. Had blockers up front. That does get them once again into Anchorage territory. I believe they've been in Anchorage territory 3 times and got 0 points. Going to be a fake of the handoff here. Rolling around in quick pitch and the pressure forced the incomplete there. Had a man open, but I believe he got hit as soon as he threw it. It's going to be 2nd and 10 coming. Jumbo set once again. Short drop back, looking for a man left side and caught. There goes Vernon Mills for the catch, getting inside the 35. Definitely needed that for sure. It's going to be 1st and 10 coming. Shedding off that man right there. 32-yard line is where they stand. And they're going to hand it off here. Pushing forward, and he is going to get maybe 1 or 2 yards on that play. It's going to be 2nd and 8 coming up. I think the goal is to try to get the run game active as early as they can, because if the score remains the same or if Anchorage begins to score or gets close to burn more of this clock, the run game is pretty much going to be ineffective. So if you got a chance to use the run game, use it. But it looks like Anchorage is not trying to play games with them. Another great setup to get him clogged in the backfield. It's 3rd and 11 here. And now they got to go deep again. It's his field goal range, so as long as they don't get a sack or anything like that, they can potentially get some points still. And there's going to be a deep drop back here. Millfield and overthrows his man. Not to be. It's going to be 4th and 11 coming up. The 3rd quarter is halfway through. I think an attempt at this point would help him out. And they do have the field goal team from the right hash. Here comes Felix trying to give Huntington Beach their first points of the game. Kick is going to be up. It looks pretty good to me. And the referees agree. Huntington Beach, you're on the board for the first time today. It took them a little bit, but that does set them up in a good position to potentially take the lead in the future. Unless Anchorage pulls out another rabbit from the hat. But we got ourselves a 5-point ball game. Didn't expect this score to come up 8-3. And I believe this is one of the few times we've seen it in USFA history where that's the score. But here we are. Huntington Beach, outside of the long touchdown, they've played fairly well. They've only allowed 8 points. You really can't ask too much from your defense, but now it's up to them and the offense to kind of round this one home. And on the other side, Anchorage, they fought very hard to at least keep Huntington Beach out of the end zone. They've had a few mess-ups on defense, but overall, they put themselves in really good position to be great, as that's going to be returned there. It's going to be 1st and 10 here for the Snow Devils. See right there, Anchorage only has 5 yards rushing, and they're going to try the jet sweep, looking for a play. Runs through 2 men, including Tom Krieg Jr. Going to make it a gain of 9. 4 for 40 on the day in the air for JCB. And although that's one of the strengths of Huntington Beach, if you can catch them slipping, trying to go inside, take it outside, do what you need to do. And they're going to send Delano in motion. They're going to short drop back, looking for a play. Right side is going to be caught, but it looks like the defense is all ready to go from that. 3rd and 6 coming up. Third and 6. Huntington Beach trying to go off the field, and that's incomplete. And that looked sketchy. I'm not even going to lie to you. I thought that was going to be pass interference, but the referees here says that it was a clean play. And luckily for Huntington Beach, they're going to be getting this football back. Sending this one away here deep to the middle of the field. The line drive once again. It's going to be caught around the 25, taking it to around the 32, 33. And Huntington Beach actually make that the 34. Huntington Beach back on the field. A touchdown in theory will give them the lead. The defense did what they were supposed to do. They're giving their offense opportunities. But the Anchorage defense, they've been balling. You got to give them credit where the credit is due as they go ahead and do a short drop back here. Right side is going to be caught in traffic. And there goes JoJo Tidwell Jr. there, number 12. That's going to make it 1st and 10, getting closer to midfield already. Looked like he lost it at the last second, but the referee said his knee hit the ground first. So 1st and 10, faking the handoff in the pocket, launching his right side, and gonna be caught. Bucket to the homie Vernon Mills. That's 1st and 10. That'll get him right inside the 25. And that was a beautiful pass there, right over the heads of the cornerback. And that's some of the plays that Huntington Beach need to do to get back in this ball game. They got to get them rolling. Use that speed, looking for a play. On the run and get set. Around the corner is the bot D lineman. It's 2nd and 15 coming here for Huntington Beach. Great pass rush. Still field goal range, one a little bit more, passing the left side and going to be caught inside the 20. It's going to be 3rd and 2 coming up. It opens up the playbook a little bit. Nice job there by Vernon Mills to catch that in contact again. But it does open up a little bit. They can run the football here. They can do a quick slant. They can do a quick out route. There's a lot of opportunities here. And they are going to keep it on the ground, pushing forward, using his blockers, but there's a flag on the play. And you never want to see it right at the end of the play. He's seen the right tackle he was holding. It's going to be 3rd and 5 coming up. They'll have to do it again. Six minutes, 11 seconds. I don't know where I see 6 minutes. Oh, I was looking at my time. Looking to pass it again. On the run, throws it. It is going to be caught, but he's going backwards, and that's going to be a great defensive play once again here from this Anchorage team. That's going to set up 4th and 12. This will be a lot easier than the last field goal they attempted. The field goal here will make it a 2-point lead once again from the right hash. Felix, so far perfect on the day. Going to be kicking it. And it looks good to me once again. Huntington Beach slowly creeping back into this ball game here. And now, thanks to that safety from earlier, it does keep Anchorage in the lead as the third quarter begins to wind down. Looking at the game here, outside of the safety and the touchdown, Anchorage hasn't really been able to be too consistent on offense. Now, that's one positive that you could say about Huntington Beach, but Anchorage could change that here as the final quarter starts to come through. They're getting the ball back, put a drive together, get it on the ground, do what you need to do, and they can find themselves with the upset victory. But they got to hold off this Huntington Beach pass rush, this Huntington Beach secondary, who through all intents and purposes has been playing a fairly solid game all the way through. Now, we're seeing a little bit more from this Huntington Beach team. Their defense is top notch. They're looking for a pass, middle field, and going to be caught through traffic. Is that JCB? No, it is going to be Freddie Roberts there, number 26. Going to make it 2nd and 2. Not a lot of passing yards in this ball game. A lot of passes, but not a lot of yards to come with them. Running through the defensive line is JCB. Going to make it 1st and 10. Should see 1 or 2 more plays here in the third quarter. Maybe 1. Actually, might be 1. Assuming it's not like an incomplete pass. You never know. 12 seconds, and they are going to fake it. Looking for the rush and going to get sacked, but Cliff Allen grabs the face mask, and that is going to push him forward in an automatic 1st down. That's tough. Had a clear pass rush, didn't need to grab that. That's undisciplined right there. You got to make sure that you just wrap him up, bring him down to the ground. It's not like the offensive line was obstructing him. Got to be stronger than that. Looking for a man, takes off to run. The pass rush is getting home, but they left the man open. That's going to be Miss Chris McKinley getting inside the 35. And that's going to close out quarter number 3. Put your 4s in. Let's go ahead and do it. 12 minutes left in the 4th. Brent Skoma, he'll be at the ready if he needs to be. Looking right side, is going to be caught, but nice coverage there by Jackson using that speed. 20 for 33 on the day. It's going to be 2nd and 10. Low scoring affair here to start week number 3. Still got plenty of games here this week. Going to be passing it again as Dane Jones looking for a man middle field and caught, turning up and trying to get more yards. Gets inside the 30 as Freddie Roberts. Is going to be 3rd and 3 coming. Kind of kicked off from that penalty from earlier in the game. Trying to keep the pressure here. A play on the ground wouldn't hurt, but they're going to try to pass in wide open. Going to get the 1st down inside the 15, down to the 10. Anchorage, you're on the move. It's 1st and goal. Wearing down this defense slowly but surely. And Dane Jones is by himself in this one. Looking for a play. Looking for a man. Goes on the run. Throws to the left side and caught by JCB down to the 4. Kyshawn Williams there. Going to make it 2nd and goal here. Second and goal. Going to pass it, looking for a man. Left side is going to be caught by McKinley, but great tackle by Trey Glock. Going to set up 3rd and goal, and this is a big 3rd down. Huntington Beach allows a touchdown. That's going to make it hard for them to try to get the comeback. But if they hold them to a 3 or get the turnover, that'll in theory keep the game in play. They need to make one here. Looking right side. It's going to be caught by Freddie, and looks like Huntington Beach is ready for it. That's going to be a loss of some yards there, and it's 4th and goal. We'll see the field goal team come. Great coverage there. Great defense. And it's going to be another field goal attempt coming. And they are going to try it. The kick is up and too easy. And Anchorage, you're going to take a 5-point lead again. We shall see what happens in this one. 8 minutes left. Huntington Beach, they're going to be going for that touchdown. The field goal won't help them. I'm pretty sure it's 4 down territory here. All it takes is one drive. Should be a fun ride for sure. Make sure you like and subscribe. Do what you need to do to get on the field. Show some love to all of our various affiliates. We got the GSB, Gold Standard Basketball League, doing their thug thizzle. We got the homies in ECFL, our collegiate affiliates. Once they finish their collegiate careers, they come drafted by us in the USFA. Also, watch out for Goals, Great One Hockey League Sim. If you want to do your thing on the ice, that's where you go ahead and do it. Shout out to our official sponsor. I kind of lost my words there, but Paladem. Anything software-wise that you need for your businesses, go support Paladem. They'll get you ready to go. Make sure that it's easy for you to control your business at your fingertips. And that'll be directly supporting the league as well. So shout out to them. Going to be passing it here, looking for a man to throw it to on the run, but he's going to run straight into a linebacker named Navarro. That's going to be 2nd and 16 coming. Great defense here from Anchorage to start it out. And it looked like he had a lane, but he did not go the right way as Jackson. He went straight to Navarro. 2nd and 16 coming. Clock continues to roll here. And they're going to hand it off, try to get some yards back, but Robert Crone says no to that. 3rd and 15 coming up. Now, if you're here, what do you do? Do you give it back to your defense, try to get a stop, or do you try to go for it? Me personally, I wouldn't go for it here. It's a little too early in the 4th, and it's a little too close to give Anchorage another chance for it first. They're going to go ahead and pass it again. They're going to try to screen. Here comes the homie and drag down. Could not adjust properly to the catch, couldn't get it on the run, and that is a quick stop here from this Anchorage team. That's going to set up 4th and 15. And honestly, it looked like a solid enough play. Upton had enough room to get the first, but the pass was just not in the right area. It's going to be 4th down, sending this one away to the middle of the field. Takes to the 25-yard line and dragged down around the 40. That stuff we're going to help out with JCB pushing forward. It's going to be 1st and 10 coming up here. Huntington Beach going to need to play their best defense of the game right here, right now, if they want a shot. No turnovers here. Passing it on the screen and gets stuffed. Terrence Goldsberry starts it off on this drive with the sack, their 4th of the game. Great defensive play. That's definitely going to help them out, moving them back to the 32. Huntington Beach looking for that defensive play, see if they can give their offense a spark. They're going to hand it off to JCB, rushes through one player, only gets maybe a few yards. And it's a quick 3rd down already. Both these defenses playing extremely well, if I do say so myself. Now, Huntington Beach doesn't have the splash defensive plays, but holding your opponent to 11 points, you honestly can't be mad at that. You just got to get your offense rolling. but they're going to be passing it here to send the blitz. It does get home, and looks like the defense for Huntington Beach is screaming. Great job on the coverage, and both defenses on both sides, they came to play in these last 2 drives. It's going to be 4th and 15. I think that was a bot player that did that one, but we'll see how far Brent Skoma can send it. 4.5 minutes left in the 4th. Going to be sending this one to the right side here for X-Pac, looking for some blocks. Decent enough right there. Gets close to the 30 before again pushed back. And it's less than 4:20 here. If Huntington Beach wants a chance to get the dub, they got to do it on this drive. No excuses. A little bit of a drop back here. Look, middle of the field and caught. Turns up and gets tackled immediately. He does get a couple yards after the catch, but a gain of 5 there to start it off. Once again, if they need a touchdown, not a field goal. We're not talking about the game. We're talking about practice. 2nd and 5 here. Looking for the handoff, pushing forward and trying to get some yards as Lewis, but once again, that interior D-line not playing games. Crone, once again in the area, is going to be 3rd and 4, and you got to imagine it's got to be 4th down territory here. 3 minutes left in the 4th. Looking right side and caught wide open. It's going to be Vernon Mills to the 10, looking to get the touchdown. He's going to get the touchdown. Clutch is a state of mind, and Action Jackson Jr. just did it for Huntington Beach. Wow. They gave him the lead, and a 2-point conversion here could give him 2. Hand it off, pushing forward, trying to get through, and I think he gets it barely. It's going to be a 14-11 ball game. Huntington Beach sticks with it, and they get the job done. Wow. And we got ourselves a ball game here. The final 3 minutes. Anchorage still in position to not only tie the game, but to take the lead if there was to get a touchdown, just like Huntington Beach did. It's possible. Everything is possible in the game of football as long as you believe in yourself. There's nothing that you can't achieve. I tell that to all my nieces and nephews and all that stuff. You got to make sure that you believe in yourself, because not everybody's going to believe in you. But if you can, you put your heart to it, anything is possible here. Anchorage trying to get the job done at home. They played a valiant game for sure. And they've had to get the lead for pretty much the whole game up to this point. And Huntington Beach is trying to close the deal, escape the upset as they send that one into the end zone for a touchback. Anchorage trying to pull for their offense here. It's up to Dane Jones to see if he could get his second 4th quarter comeback victory in his career. He did it in week 1. Week 2, it didn't work out for them. But here we are. It's going to be 1st and 10 coming. Looking pitch left side and incomplete. Overthrows his man is Dane Jones. It's going to be 2nd and 10 coming. Trying to get something going, pitching this again, right side and caught. There goes Freddie Roberts. Is going to be 3rd and 3 coming up. Big plays here going forward. Freddie Roberts, I believe both halfbacks have over 7 catches, or 7 catches for one, 7 for the other. I believe JCB has 8 though, so they've been a real big factor in this ball game. They've been putting Freddie in the backfield. They've been putting him in the slot. That's what you got to do. Mix up your looks. Right side and throws this one away. And he did have JCB open, but I don't think he trusted that pass to go to the side like that. It's going to be 4th and 3. And this has got to be 4th down territory. I wouldn't trust the defense here. I would try to pick it up. 50 plays, 42 of them have been passes in this one. And they're going to look for the play, 4th and 3 handoff, and gonna get it. You only needed 3. You got 3 and just a little bit of change. That's enough for the first down as we click down to the 2-minute warning. Great job by converting that. That was really close. When you need a play, give it to your playmakers. JCB, chicken cool beans. He's not the most athletic. He's not the strongest. But you can't say he doesn't have heart in his build. That's going to help move the sticks. They got to get at least to the 35-yard line for some decent enough field goal range. They're going to pass it here, looking for a man. The pass rush is trying to get home, and he just throws this one away, avoids the sack. And Huntington Beach's D-line trying to pin those ears back, trying to get back into this ball game, perhaps get a fumble. They've yet to get a turnover in this game, but they have been effective in stopping drives, which is in most cases the most effective part of the game. If you can get your offense off the field, that's good. And great defense, and almost throws it straight to Trey Glock. And it's going to be another 3rd down situation coming up. Huntington Beach in a real good spot. Won't be surprised if they go for a blitz here. 6 coming up. They need 10. Gonna be 10 is one way, but Phenom Chisholm's there again. 3rd straight game with the sack. It's 4th and long. That's a country mile. And that's a great defensive play trying to stop the screen. Gotta imagine Huntington Beach will have all their cornerbacks back, awaiting the deep pass. They gotta go deep for this. Looking left side and gonna be caught. Turning up is gonna be Freddie Roberts getting into the mix. The drive will continue, and Freddie Roberts comes through with a big play. It's 1st and 10. Wow. And Tyshawn Williams, he was nowhere near that one. They caught him slipping. They're going no huddle here. Looking for something to get them down the field. Looking middle field and caught. That gets them in field goal range, but it gets worse. It's a first face mask by Blaze Henderson, and that gets them inside the 20. It's getting a little crazy here, folks. 1 minute left in the 4th, and the clock stops on top of it. Anchorage has a chance. We've seen shades of this in the first game when they came back. A big penalty aided them in the chance of victory. Gonna be passing it here, looking for a man. Gonna take off to run a little bit. There's a holding penalty. You've seen it right there, so you got to back them up 10. That'll take them to the 24-yard line here. 1st and 20 coming. Huntington Beach looking for the turnover. See if they can end the game early. Gotta imagine they don't try the run game here. And they got the bunch at the bottom of your screen. Looking for passes. Dane, middle field, and caught. There goes McKinley with the quick pitch. It's going to be 2nd and 10 now. $47 seconds. Not trying to push the envelope too much. Not trying to give Huntington Beach a chance to make a play. But there is 40 seconds left at the 14. Going to pass it again on the run. Stands in a pocket. Throws it to the right side. No one home. It's going to be 3rd and 10 coming up here. Gonna be passing it again, looking middle of the field, and gonna be caught for the touchdown. That is clutch. Chris McKinley over the top, and he's going to get the bucket. Wow. Trey Glock tried to swat, but not to be, and Anchorage is going to take the lead. Does Dane Jones have the magic arm? That's going to be the question we have here. Kick is up, and kick is going to be no good. So Huntington Beach now has a chance to tie the ball game up if need be. It's going to be down to the 30-second mark here. They have all 3 timeouts. They can still tie the ball game up. They could take the touchdown if they got it, but nothing is settled quite yet. But we do got ourselves a really great ball game here, folks. Shout out to both of these teams. Shout out to all the users as well and taking part in this game. But we'll see what the season 2, 4, and 6 United Bowl champions have in them in this ball game. Sending it away. Let's do it. And it is going to be returnable, so clock is coming off. Looking and going to take that to around the 27-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 10 coming up here. Got the receivers to the top of your screen. There is one down at the bottom. Spreading it out a little bit. They are going to pass it. Looking for a man quick to the homie Upton. Pushing forward past the 40. And he does get close to midfield to start it out. That's definitely a great play. 20 seconds left. They need to get around the 35-yard line on the other side of the field. And they're going to pass it again. Looking short left side, and great defense. Does he get out of bounds? No, he doesn't. He tried to drag him out, but great coverage. Going to make it 2nd and 7 here. He does get the midfield. Could set up a potential Hail Mary if they don't get the ball down. They need about a 15 to 20-yard gain for some good field goal range. Quick pitch right side and almost throws a pick. And that does stop the clock, so they do have another chance to get some yards. 11 seconds right here. Tightly contested ball game here, folks. The best of the best in the United Sim Football Association. You heard it from me first. 3rd and 7 coming. What can Huntington Beach do? They send him in, way open deep. Will he launch it? He's going to try it right side, and he's going to roll. And he did get his feet out of bounds, so it's going to be 4th and 4. Not the greatest of plays there, but they will go ahead for the Hail Mary, I'm sure. 5 seconds left. Anchorage 1 play away. Deep drop back. Can he do it? Short is going to be caught, but he saves up and he doesn't go down, and that is going to be ball game not to be here for Huntington Beach. They're going to fall to Anchorage today. Final score 17-14. And great job here by the homies in Anchorage. They got the 2nd victory. And that's a big one here for sure. Let's go ahead and take it to the stat sheet here. Let's see what's happening. See right there, 17-14 is your score. Let's check the team stats real quick. 262-367. And it looks like Huntington Beach had the right of way in yards, but could not punch it into the end zone. Too many turnovers, too many missed opportunities. And Anchorage, they took advantage for sure. Got to give credit where credit is due. As we see this one here, one of the undefeateds are down. There's only one left now. We'll see if Tampa Bay will be able to hold on this week. But going into the player stats, let's check it out real quick. Let's see, 24 for 41, 58%. Dane Jones, 31 for 49, 2 TDs. Action Jackson threw 2 interceptions. Definitely not what you want to see, but we'll check out the rushing stats. Not too much to speak of. This was a passing clinic. In this one, up to no good, held to 4 yards a carry. Jake Cool Beans under 3. And it looks like Avante Lewis got 3 yards a carry. Receiving wise, let's talk about it. Jacob Cool Beans and Freddie Roberts led the way, but it was Chris McKinley with 2 touchdowns in this ball game. A drop here from him, a few drops actually, a good amount of drops. Looks like 6 total, but they got the job done. Can't be mad at it. On the other side, let's see. It looks like Vernon Mills led the way, 5 catches to 126 yards, 1 touchdown. Only 1 drop. That was from a bot player. And I believe that was the one where they tried the fake punt. He had it wide open, but those bot players, they have 0 catch. They're not going to be reliable at all. Matt Grigsby doing his thing, 4 for 44, up to no good, 9 for 56. And Levante Lewis there, 4 for 38. JoJo Tidwell Jr., 2 for 23. Defense-wise, let's talk about it. Looks like Dexter Jackson and Blaze Henderson were their leaders, 10 and 8 respectively in regards to tackles. Ethan McWells with 6, X-Pac with 6, Trey Glock with 5, Kyshawn Williams with 5, Thomas Noble with 4, Bronky Kong with 4. Looks like Terrence Goldsberry with 3, Tom Creek Jr. with 2, Phenom Chisholm with 2, Cliff Allen with 1, and he had a pretty big penalty too earlier in the game. And that's all the users there. Tackles for loss, Trey Glock, Henderson, Jackson, Noble, McWells, and X-Pac were the users with tackles for loss. Stack-wise, Terrence Goldsberry, Cliff Allen, and Phenom Chisholm, along with Gronky Kong getting a sack. So that's 5 total. No interceptions here. Pass deflections, Kyshawn got 2. Trey Glock got 2. Tom Creek got 1. A little bit further, that's all the defense there. Tackle wise here for Anchorage, Cristo Rendor in his first game with Anchorage this season came out with 9. You love to see the new signings do their thing. Oliver Prince helped out with the interception too. Jessica Navarro with 8. Robert Crone with 6. Dash Slade with 6. Head Darian with 5. He had a hell of a game for sure. A forced fumble, interception. I believe he's going to be my player of the week in regards to the homies in Anchorage. Lacey Woodson with 3, Mike McAvoy with 2. A little bit further down, that's all the users there. Good job. Tackles for loss, Robert Crone with 2, Cristo Rendor with 1, Head Darian with 1, Jessica Navarro with 1, Dash Slay with 1, McAvoy has 1, and Oliver Prince has 1. Now sacks is only Crone and Navarro with the users. Good job. They both got 1. Oliver Prince and Head Darian, they got the interceptions, and there were 2 big ones for sure. Great job from them. Pass deflections, Dash Slay coming with 3. Oliver Prince with 2. Cristo Rendor with 2. A little bit further down, Robert Crone actually didn't have any. Okay, cool. Forced fumbles, Head Darian forced the fumble, and it was recovered. Actually, no, it wasn't recovered. It rolled out of the back of the end zone. Great job from them. That's all the defense there. Looking at the kicks here, Felix was pretty much perfect. Didn't need anything from actually no, I take that back. Felix did his stuff. You love to see it. Perfect on the day. No extra points needed because they went for the 2. Brent Skoma, he missed both of his extra points. That could have been deadly for them, but luckily for them, they got the touchdown. Brent Skoma 1 for 2 on the day. In regards to field goals, on the kick return side, it was looks like 9 total. One of them was a safety punt and 5 touchbacks. Punting wise, looks like the longest punt was from Felix for 58 yards, averaging 52 on the game, and 46 there for Skoma. Kick return wise, looks like averaging over 22 for the main ones. Lacey Woodson got 1. I believe that was the punt return. And it looks like punt return here. Let's see, 2 for 21, 5 for 37. That's Jacob Cool Beans and X-Pac. And that's going to wrap up game number 1 of week number 3. That was a very, very interesting game for sure. Shout out to the homies in Anchorage. You got the victory against your Western Conference rivals, but we got one more game to do today. It's going to be New York at Tacoma. Should be a fun ride as always, but until then, stay safe. And let's go ahead and get to this money.